What's up YouTube, it's your boy Muhammad back with another video with the channel Mr. Top 10 Cents. Today I'm going to be doing my top 10 designers for life, toss out the rest. That tag video, I was tagged a very long time ago by my good friend Josh over at the channel Scentsense. And I know I'm late, but I'm doing it now, alright? Before I get started, let me start with my scent of the day. This is Bond number 9 scent a piece for him. They say this is a Ventus clone, which to me it's not. I have it right here. It's very fresh, uplifting, has a lot of fruits and citruses, doesn't have too much smokiness going on to my nose. But all in all, I haven't been wearing this very much. I just pulled it out from the back of my collection. I said, let me give it a try, and I realized how good it was. This is Bond number 9 scent a piece for him. Now on to the list. Of course, this is not my favorite fragrances of all time. I had to be very conservative. I couldn't just go get all 10 winter fragrances, no freshies. I had to get some versatile stuff. There's some fragrances that I really love, but they're not in this list because it's kind of redundant to have so many of those fragrances if you're only keeping 10. I have 2 honorable mentions. The first honorable mention is probably one of my favorite fragrances scent-wise in the designer game. YSL Y, the EDT. They have an EDP. I haven't picked it up yet. Hopefully I will get a review out to you guys soon, but this fragrance is just amazing to me. But there's another fragrance that's kind of fresh, clean, soapy, nice, elegant that you could wear, but it performs better than this, and you could wear that other fragrance all year round, while this is more in the hotter weather. That's why this is not on the list. So again, honorable mention, YSL Y. Second honorable mention would have made this list, but it's not really a designer, but it's affordable enough to be a designer, and it's a clone house. So I consider it as a designer, but technically it's not. And this fragrance is Parfums Vintage, Pineapple Vintage Intense. Beautiful Aventus clone, but has more of a candied, sweet, ripened pineapple that lasts for 3 hours when you initially spray this on. Not much of the birch, but there is some in here, but the pineapple and vanilla are the main players in this fragrance, guys. Pineapple Vintage Intense. Now kicking off the top 10 list, this is not in any particular order. I love all these very much. So number 10, Abercrombie & Fitch First Instinct Extreme. Yes, it's a cheapie, but you know what? It's a banger for the summer. This is one of my go-to summer fragrances. It's nice. I like that gin and tonic, that fruitiness, the sweetness in it. It's very mass appealing. I enjoy it. It projects off my skin great. It lasts about 7-8 hours, and it's only $30. You can't go wrong. This is an EDP concentration. Abercrombie & Fitch First Instinct Extreme. Number 9, a staple in the cooler weather for me. This is CH Men Privé. I broke this off because I was tired of it. It's better as a cap, so don't judge me. Anyways, you got some leather and some whiskey notes in here. Just sweet, masculine, rugged, but so appealing at the same time. What I get at this fragrance is whiskey, leather, and some sweetness. Just perfect for a date. And of course, a leather jacket. CH Men Privé. Number 8 is the only YSL on this list, which many don't talk about. They talk about the other flankers from this line, but I really love this one. And this is YSL La Nuit de l'Homme L'Intense. Just take the original La Nuit de l'Homme, soften it up with some nice vanilla and iris. That's what it smells like to me. This is kind of a blend of Fahrenheit La Parfum and Dior Homme Intense, kind of, with some La Nuit de l'Homme. It's like taking all those fragrances and mixing them together. That's what you get. I really like it. I'm not too crazy about the original La Nuit de l'Homme, but this one, gotta have it in my collection, guys. La Nuit de l'Homme L'Intense. Number 7 is a new release. It just came out this year, and I absolutely love it. It climbed the rankings in my collection like this. A 10 out of 10 for me. 10 out of 10 for my wife. I've talked about this fragrance so much, so it's not even come to a surprise. And this is from the house of Paco Rabanne, 1 Million Lucky. I always gotta spray it when I talk about this fragrance. That opening is just super beautiful. What I get is a lot of grapefruit in the opening and a little bit of nuttiness, and that plum comes into play at the end of it. It projects very well on my skin. It lasts about 6 to 7 hours. Very versatile and a compliment beast, guys. Paco Rabanne 1 million lucky. Number 6 is on most people's fragrances because it was the pioneer of the blue. And to be honest, I don't think any fragrance has outdid it yet. There has been so many reiterations of it, like Coach and Sauvage and Dylan Blue. But this one still stands the best blue fragrance to me, and it just works. Every season, every occasion, dressed up, dressed down, date, fall, winter, doesn't matter, guys. It works beautifully, and it's very hard to dislike it. And this fragrance is Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum. I tried the Parfum, but to me, I like this a little better. I don't like that little creaminess that I get with the Parfum. The EDP fits me way much better, and the EDT is just not as dark as this one. And like I said, this is just in the middle for me. I love it the most out of the whole Bleu de Chanel line. You can't go wrong with this. It's pretty expensive, just as expensive as a lot of niche fragrances like Amouage and Bond. But to be honest, guys, it's worth it. For 5 ounces, $150, man, Bleu de Chanel EDP. Number 5 is another staple in my collection during the summertime. It's in a lot of people's summer lists, cheap lists. It's all over the place because it's just that good. Great bang for your buck, and I haven't met somebody that actually dislikes it. Very tropical, citrus, fresh, beautiful summer fragrance, guys. And this is Versace's Man Eau Fraiche. Just jam-packed with some citruses, guys. Very nice, sweet, tropical vibe that you get with this. Again, this projects like a beast off my skin. A lot of people say they have performance issues, but with me, not really. I get about 6-7 hours, but the projection is what shines the most off my skin. I don't know if this is an old formulation. I don't even know if it was reformulated. Like I said, I bought this from a kiosk at the mall like a couple years ago, and a lot of those kiosks have old bottles from years and years ago. So this could be a 5-year-old bottle. I wouldn't know. It is a tester, but man, this is good. Versace's Man Eau Fraiche. Number 4 does not need an introduction, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. I'm just going to go ahead and show it to you guys. Valentino Uomo Intense. Dior Homme Intense Killer. That's it. Don't got to say anything about it. Over with. Number 3. The original version of this fragrance was very popular back in the 80s and 90s, and a lot of men loved it. It had that very rugged petrol vibe in it, and it's still a great fragrance to this day. It's still on the shelves at Sephora or Macy's. It's a timeless fragrance, guys. But to me, the flanker of it, they did it so much better. They added some of that signature Dior vanilla and some rum in it and just made it a banger to me. Fahrenheit Le Parfum. Like I said, this gives me vibes of the YSL La Nuit de l'Homme L'Intense in it. But that petrol vibe in here is still present, but not as present as the original and the other flankers. This is very toned down. The vanilla just makes it a little sweeter, much more mass appealing, and easier to wear. So if you were not a fan of the original Fahrenheit because of that strong gasoline note, give this a try. It's a lot sweeter, like I said, and easier to wear. Fahrenheit Le Parfum. Number 1 and number 2 are from the same house and actually from the same line, guys. One I wear in the summer and spring, and one I wear in the cooler weather. So I'm going to show it to you guys at once. So here it is. Number 1 and number 2 from the house of Prada. Prada L'Homme Intense and Prada L'Homme. To be honest with you, I could get rid of my whole collection and just have these 2 fragrances and I'll be set. Prada L'Homme is very nice, clean, uplifting, sparkly, soapy, has iris in it. Just very, very, very classy scent, guys. You could dress this down, dress this up, go on a date with it, to work, to a job interview, sit on the bus with it. It's nice and soapy, neroli. Can't say enough good things about this. You guys know how much I love this fragrance. Not many would have a problem with smelling like soap, like smelling clean. But this is a little more than that. It has a lot of freshness in it and some sweetness. It just blows my mind every time I wear it. It's very high quality. The iris in here is just nicely blended and nicely done. And this is Prada L'Homme. Prada L'Homme Intense, same concept, same ingredients, but they add a lot of leather and patchouli. make it a little dirtier, make it a little darker. It still has that soapy vibe that you get with the original, but it makes it a little more rugged. Again, this is a nice suit and tie fragrance. Just imagine every situation that you wear Prada L'Homme in the summer and spring, you could wear this in the winter and fall, guys. Amazing fragrance. Get your nose on this. Not many talk about it, and I don't know why. Hopefully when the fall and winter comes, you'll see it on more lists. Go out, try it, guys. You won't be disappointed. Prada L'Homme Intense. Alright, well, that wraps up my video, my top 10 designers for life. Thank you, Josh, over at the channel Scentsense. I'm going to tag you down below. Go check him out, guys. Subscribe to his channel. I'm sure all of you guys are already subscribed to his channel. Amazing guy, very helpful. My brother in Fratcom, man. I love you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys with another one. Peace.